Welcome back to another episode of Indie, and there's always a Disney Guide. But before we get into today's episode, make sure you guys check out DisneyGuide.com. Subscribe to my podcast. You guys already know what to do. It ain't nothing new. But yeah, let's get into today's episode and topic. We're going to be discussing legacies in a loophole that could make Lizzie the most powerfulest heretic ever. This is a theory. A theory. It could or could not happen, but we're going to find out. So, in the most recent episode of Legacies, there were hints that a loophole pertaining to the originals, specifically Hope, could make Lizzie the world's most powerful heretic. Lizzie has had an eventful time so far in Legacy Season 4. Her dad, Alaric, is in a coma and currently trapped in limbo of purgatory. Her sister Josie left the Salvatore school and the show, and Lizzie herself turned into a vampire during her quest to kill Hope. Strangely, though, becoming a vampire, or more accurately, a vampire witch hybrid heretic, could be the best thing to ever happen to Lizzie. Season 4, Episode 11, Follow the Sound of My Voice, lent further evidence to support the idea that Lizzie is like her mother, Caroline. As a vampire, the previously volatile Caroline became more compassionate and level headed as a vampire, and it seems her daughter may be the same. It's a rarity. As shown in the Vampire in TVD and the originals, most newly turned vampires have an incredibly hard time managing their powers at first, as well as their emotions. Thus far, however, while Lizzie doesn't yet have full control over her new powers, she's about as calm as she's ever been. Hopefully that's the case, as Lizzie could very well become the world's most powerful heretic in Legacy Season 4, thanks to the original vampire's bloodline, as well as the spell that created the ultimate loophole in nature's design. As a rare siphoner witch, Lizzie is now an even more rare heretic. As siphoners, Lizzie and Josie can draw upon the magical energy of supernatural creatures around her to use magic include from her sire-bond with Hope. However, Hope isn't just any vampire or hybrid. She's the tribrid, the only one in existence, and one of the original bloodlines. So Lizzie can siphon power directly from the strongest vampire, bloodline ever known. What's more, she's also drawing directly from the spell that made Hope in the first place, the rarest of nature's loopholes that allow the tribrid to exist. Lizzie still is brand new to being a vampire, but once she learns how to fully utilize her tribrid trapped powers in Legacy Season 4, Lizzie could very well be the most powerful heretic the world has ever seen. In fact, it's worth speculating that it will be Lizzie and not Hope who takes down Aurora de Martel in Legacies right now. Aurora views Hope as her only real threat. Even if she knew Hope and Lizzie had teamed up, she wouldn't care. The last time Aurora squared off with Lizzie, Lizzie was just a teenage witch, and they haven't seen each other since. Meaning Aurora has no idea that Lizzie is now a heretic, drawing on the most powerful and ancient bloodline of vampires to have ever walked the earth, and the only tribrid in existence. That makes Lizzie Legacy Season 4 secret weapon to taking down Aurora. She's not on Hope's level yet, but Lizzie appears to be growing into her vampire powers quickly. And by the time they confront Aurora again, it's likely the older vampire will be caught off guard. Even if Lizzie isn't the key to stopping Aurora, Legacies will be smart to continue this storyline of the remaining Sauceman twin coming into her own. Lizzie has consistently been one of the most interesting but often shortchanged characters on the show from a character development standpoint. She may have asked Hope if they could keep the sire-bond going for a little while longer, simply because she misses her Gemini twin connection to Josie so much. But already in Legacy Season 4, heretic Lizzie is growing stronger and more independent than she's ever been in previous seasons. She's always had her dad, Josie, and even MG to support her, and truth be told, enable her. Now she's largely on her own, save for Hope, who is a love-hate relationship at best. If Lizzie gets right with herself while learning to control her heretic powers, there's no telling what the limits of her potential in Legacies might be. It's very true. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Make sure you subscribe to this podcast. Thank you for listening in. And yeah, bye-bye, guys.